Okay, this is the final MiniLogic video, and I just want to quickly look at the results and see what we have. I've gotten somebody else to sit down and work through the MiniLogic experiment, and I have to admit they're not much better than myself. It is quite tricky because of the wording of the experiment. So see what you think about it yourself. But anyway, I'm going to have a look at the file that was produced. So if we go to Tools and look for the file, open, I have this on OU211 and then my E prime. So basically just navigate to the place where you've saved your experiment, your MiniLogic.es, and that's where your computer will automatically save your data file. So this is my data file, MiniLogic 5. 1, 1. And here it is. As you can see, there are 32 rows because we've run it 32 times. I'll just navigate across here. You can have a look at the response time, the accuracy, which is quite poor, response times which are quite extraordinarily high. So, so let's just analyze this in a simple sort of a way. If you go to click on this little, it's like a little calculator button, so just click that and this window opens. If you navigate down, you'll find the response times, your slide response time, and we pull that over there into the data box. And also we look at say positive, negative, and we put that into the rows. And if we just run that, it's quite a simple thing, we find that the negative responses were much higher than the positive. So this is your table. You can actually plot this in Excel if you have Excel on your computer. So we look at the plot options. You have a choice between a column and line. We leave a column for the moment, so we'll say OK, and then we'll look for an Excel plot. This doesn't automatically open up. So here you see the negatives are much higher in the block, and here are the positives. So you can quickly see that there are more negatives than positives. So we'll close that again. We don't want to save that. This time go to your plot options and have a look at line. Okay, and now Excel it, see what the line plot is like. Here you have a single line showing negatives higher and the positives lower, so it's quite a straightforward one. So we'll close that. What we can do, if we close this, and if we drag the RESP, which is for response, yes or no, we drag that to columns, we can have a little bit more data. So let's try running that. And now you see we have a 2 by 2 means table. And this is a little bit closer to what you're going to be working with in E prime. So you have the positive, negative here, negative, positive, mean response times, no, yes. And if we plot this, we have it set to line plot, so let's just Excel it as a line plot, see what comes up. And here you have an interaction, so it's getting a little bit more interesting. And so you can play around with that. It's just that's your MiniLogic. And I think that's the end of the MiniLogic. So